Well, hello there, guys. We are just now starting our Afghanistan 11 stream. We always like to give a few seconds for everybody to show up, of course, and generally we would be doing this stream on Twitch. This time we're actually going to try and do the stream here on Matrix Games Press. So I hope some of you guys are ready to watch and have some fun. We'll go ahead and give it to exactly 1700 hours here, Central European time, and then we will jump into the game. Okay, guys, so we are going to be starting an interesting campaign here. This is the Battle of Musa Qala. International and Afghan forces have prepared the combat zone for the Battle of Musa Qala, a town that the Taliban have occupied for more than 9 months and the largest town that the insurgents controlled at the time. This was about 2007. For over a month before the actual attack, a feint was launched into the outskirts of the town in mid-November by British forces, and leaflets were dropped into the town warning civilians to flee the area. The final assault on Musa Qala was launched on December 7th after the Afghan government tried to convince a key Taliban tribal leader to defect, bringing with him 1/3 of the fighters who had been defending Musa Qala. So as you guys can understand, this was a major battle, and really it required quite a lot of help from a number of different coalition forces. Now, I actually chose this battle because, quite frankly, I find this to be one of the tougher battles in the entire game. We have to clear Objective Alpha of Taliban units, which is this entire area. And of course, Musa Qala is actually quite a large string of villages here. Now we're starting all the way up here with a fire base. We already have a few units, and most of the men in this battle, they actually got around essentially by helicopter. And there's a reason for that. I mean, this is a tough area to move through. I am still going to use the Husky just to try to clear some IEDs, and I'll probably get the Buffalo out as well. Let me make sure I don't already have a Buffalo here. Hold on. Okay, thankfully we didn't buy a Buffalo. We've already got one, but we will take the Husky and start taking a look here, trying to find enemy IEDs. There we go. We've already found one, and oh my God, Taliban technical that quickly. That's not a good sign at all. Of course, now that we know the Taliban technical is nearby, we can actually probably pop a drone up and actually spot this guy. Wow. I guess he disappeared pretty damn quick. Not exactly the greatest situation in the world, but hey, you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Let's go ahead and pick up our good old U.S. Infantry Squad Alpha Company here first. And we're going to start heading to these Musa Qala villages. There are other villages around, but these are really our main concern. So let's go ahead, drop off some troops. And look at that. We already found some more Taliban troops. Now, we could probably call in an airstrike, but I want to see if our howitzer can actually reach these guys. Sadly, we're just out of range, so we are going to call in an airstrike, guys, to try to hit the militia here. Boom! Beautiful kill right there. 650 right off the top. And how's it going, Round and Brown, as well as Kimmy? Yeah, what up, I guess. We don't talk like that here. It's good to see you, man. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and pick up these guys and obviously drop them off over here in the in this next village. And we'll see if we can't find some more information from the villagers. Just want to make sure I'm actually dropping in the village itself. Now, like I mentioned before, this is one of the most dangerous campaigns, in my opinion. One of the most dangerous villages, battles that you can actually play in the game. And it's mostly because, well, look at that. Number of IEDs is unbelievable. But also the fact that just a lot of the villages in this area are covered by mountains. We don't know where the Taliban are coming from. We just know that they have owned most of this Musa Qala region, as well as the surrounding villages. So we're going to really try to control this area. We obviously want to bring in some buffaloes, and not only to build a forward operating base, but also because I want to start building some water towers here. And we already have a Husky sort of ahead of everybody, making sure that there's no mines or anything like that. Let's pick up our troops. And I think that's as far as they're going to go this turn. So let's go ahead and grab a Bravo Squadron Black Hawk here. Pick up some more U.S. infantry, and we're going to drop them over here as soon as we can. We got to get there first, of course. Another thing I want to do is get another Special Forces squad and drop them in these mountains. We know there's going to be a tremendous amount of Taliban presence here, so I think we're going to need more than one Special Forces squad. Let's get one Special Forces squad. We'll get an Apache as well to try and hit some targets on the ground. And I think we've got enough Black Hawks even if we don't, we've got a Chinook who can pretty much pick this guy up. So let's do that. And of course, we want to put him on the border with Pakistan. So we're going to try and go really far east here to pick this guy up. Let's go ahead. Okay, we've got our special forces. Now, I'm probably going to drop him somewhere over here, like I said, in the far east, maybe on top of this mountain. And it's pretty risky going over here with a Chinook. The enemy definitely has RPGs, and they're probably looking for Americans to kill. But we want to see if we can go ahead and find some enemies. Let me make sure I'm selecting the Chinook, because he's going to head back to base, while these guys just basically set up an observation post up here and look for enemy troops. Any enemy troop movement near this area, we're going to find very quickly. Hey, how's it going, Armanorthorn? My goodness. Why can't you just have a simple name like Kimmy? Good to see you anyway, man. And welcome to the stream, guys. So, like I was telling the people that were here before, we are playing Musa Qala. This was a major operation, and obviously we want to try to do our absolute best here. We've got a lot of aerial movement to do in this particular operation. There's going to be a lot of choppers, helicopters, all over the place, because this is an extremely mountainous region. And as you can understand and probably imagine, it's going to take a lot to move these guys around. You can also see that in this particular campaign, we start off with a very negative score, and we also have to clear this entire area of Taliban units if we want to win this actual battle. So there's a lot we have to do here to win those hearts and minds. All right, let's end the turn. All right, we already found a Taliban technical, and they opened fire on our damn Apache. Can you believe that? Oh no, we got another technical opening fire on the Apache. Son of a bitch. All right, well, we're going to try to move forward a little bit more and find this guy. It's pretty risky what I'm doing, but I've got to look for that technical. And as you can see, these technicals can get away from this area pretty damn quickly. Another thing we want to do is send this Husky forward, try and find some more IEDs. There we go. Look at all those IEDs. At least we're getting some respect with the locals. Just finding all that stuff, and we're getting some political points. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and build a water tower at this village. And this is one of the areas of Musa Qala, so obviously getting a water tower is going to increase our hearts and minds. I'm also going to drop some troops in this village here, see if we can't spot some of the enemy. We'll go ahead, we'll search for mines. I might even need to get another Apache. I think in this particular mission, another Apache might be essential. There's just no other way to put it. Here we go. Come on, boys. We'll send this guy back home. What the hell? It doesn't look like our drone is spotting anything, but look at that. Once again, so many technicals. The amount of enemy technicals on this map is unbelievable. And they're definitely causing us a lot of damage. I mean, they're damaging the hell out of our aircraft, and it's not good. It's definitely not good. So I'm going to drop some of our boys here. Come on, boys. Don't be afraid. All right, we'll also search for some more IEDs. This entire area is just one massive Taliban stronghold. It's probably one of the reasons why the U.S. and the coalition forces were so desperate to clear this area out. And the militia flag looks like the Canadian flag. I certainly hope not. No, I don't think it looks anything like the Canadian flag, but hey, we all have different, very subjective ideas about what certain things look like, I guess. I mean, the Canadian flag is white and red, not black and red. Come on. Come on, man. All right, so we got this Chinook, of course. I'm going to go ahead and send him home as soon as possible. And let's see if our special forces have spotted anything up here. If not, I'm going to keep moving to the east. I'm just going to go deeper to the east, closer to Pakistan, basically. Remember, over to the east is where Pakistan is. That's where a lot of Taliban fighters are coming from. So we want to be absolutely aware of that and careful, of course. Let's see who else we haven't moved here. We could probably pick up some of our troops with the Chinook and go to this village, but I'm actually I'm gonna let the Chinook hang out for a while. Look at all those infantry we have here. Let's see if this Black Hawk can move. Yes. And we're going to try to drop this guy off at this village. If not this turn, definitely next turn. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to get another Apache. There's just so many technicals on the ground right now. We've got to be able to hit them all, and it's going to cost us some money, but I think it's worth it, although probably not going to do it until we build that next base. So let's take a look at where our Buffalo is. We'll get him closer to the road. We'll probably build another water tower over here to keep bringing in those political points. COP, Operation Red Wings. Hey, Kimmy, yeah, that's a great one as well. Operation Red Wings is excellent. Very, very fun. Let's go ahead and end turn. And actually, we'll send this guy a little farther down. Look at that. We found another ID. Beautiful. Why not? Get as many political points as we can. It doesn't seem like the people like us, though. They still are not fans of us. Let's end the turn, and let's hope that those technicals don't attack our Apache. Oh, shit. And they just wasted one of our beautiful, beautiful units. That's not just a chopper that went down. That is a actual U.S. Army unit and a chopper that went down. Yeah, that sucks big time. Now, the good news is we do have that technical in our sights. We might be able to hit him with a howitzer. 63% chance of a hit. Oh yeah, we damaged him, guys, and we can come in and finish him off with our chopper, or we could also go just for a straight-up airstrike, which I think I'm going to do because I want to get that chopper home, and I want to get him home safe and sound. So here we go. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, baby, look at that. 900 political points. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's send that Apache back home and hope he doesn't get hit by any enemies. And, of course, he can be repaired there at that base, so I might hold off on the Apache for now. Now I also want to build that second water tower, so that's what we're going to do. We're just trying to get the people here to respect us, you know, to actually not want to kill us instantly. That seems to be a pretty good mission, I guess you could say. But we do have to build that forward operating base. And obviously with this Husky, I'll move up here, try to find some more IEDs. Although I don't think there's going to be too many more. We also can't forget about our guys. Holy shit, militia. And they just got us. I mean, I told you, this place is absolute hell. It really is. So let's go ahead. We're going to have to get another Husky. And you bet that this is a tough mission. 500. We'll go ahead and confirm that Husky. Move him out. We'll also start sending out some more troops to start checking out the other villages to the east and the west. But the amount of technicals and enemy troops in this region is just unbelievable. Remember the book Hellfire by Ed Macy, H-64 pilot. He said Taliban called the 47 the cow and the Apaches mosquitoes. Kind of like mosquitoes are always loitering around cows. That makes sense, Kimmy, for sure. Definitely makes sense. All right, let's see. So these villages are not happy with us. I mean, we can build water towers. It's just not. They're just not going to be happy with us. It's that simple. We're not their friends. They know it, and they're going to make sure that we know it too. All right, village is uncooperative here. Not a single IED. Although, trying to see if there's any other villages in this area. No, I think we're headed back home. So let's pick our boys up. They're probably happy as hell to be going back home because staying out here is no fun, obviously. So let's go ahead and send this chopper back to base as quickly as we can. Hopefully not getting hit by an enemy technical. Oh, crap. Look at that. Taliban firing. They just hit our poor chopper. I'm hoping we can still get him back home. And I think, yeah, I think we have no choice. We've got to get another Apache. Once again, we've got the issue of political points. If we run out of political points, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I'm actually going to drop these units right here at this village. Come on. Search for some IEDs, try to help out the villagers. Well, it doesn't look like the Taliban have come this far. That's good news. But I think we might also need to get more special forces. Now, we're actually at 47, so we are increasing our relations with the people. But as you can see, the militia still hate us. And it's going to take a long time to get the trust of the people here. Little birds with DBs, indeed. All right, let's see. So let's grab our special forces, get on top of this hill. And I wanted to set up an observation post, but I think we need a better vantage point. So we'll keep on moving here. Damn, just look at all of those wounded choppers. We're going to end the turn here, guys. Nice. So our Apache is repaired right now. I want to get this Black Hawk home safely. especially with the enemies everywhere at this point. And now that the Apache's repaired, we just want to keep looking for possible enemy targets. Oh, damn! I have never seen that happen. So actually, occasionally, it really depends, but occasionally your Husky can actually take some damage from IEDs. In that case, we just got hit at a bridge. So I'm going to send the Husky back up. And I'm going to have the Buffalo build a forward operating base here near the villages, just to make sure we've got an eye on them. Let's put one here. 1,500. It's going to be expensive, but I think it's worth it. We also have a mortar crew inside, just in case the enemy tries to get frisky over here. And let's start heading north with this Buffalo. There's a village over here we could probably... Oh, yeah, there's a bridge to it already. Beautiful. So we could probably get something over there to stem the tide, as it were. Doesn't look like any of these villages need help right now, but these choppers sure do. So let's get back home. Come on, boys. So we're going to have to wait a turn. That's a little frustrating. Alright, with this Apache, I'm definitely going to leave the base, go searching for more targets. Now, we don't actually have... if you guys are taking a look at the situation, we don't actually have any villages that need our help as far as I can see. All of the villages here, if we take a look at the map, have been looked at. We do, of course, have our special forces, always trying to get more kills with them. I want to get to the top of that mountain right there, and I hope that we can find some enemies to kill. If not, we might have to go pick these guys up and bring them more to the south. So I'm just looking over here at all these villages. Doesn't look like there's any village that needs our help. No tires burning, nothing like that. So we're just going to play it cool for now. But damn, I'm surprised that the IEDs they have are so strong that they actually managed to damage a Husky. That is bad news. All right, let's end the turn, guys. Congress agrees to budget. Political points increased. Wonderful. So despite widespread public dissent, Congress today saw a majority vote in support of the new budget for the ongoing Afghanistan war efforts. The budget includes massive increases in spending on both vehicles and equipment, along with additional forces being deployed. That is really good for us, as you can imagine. It's going to help us out big time. And apparently we've got eyes on Taliban. Where the hell are these Taliban? I see them. They're right on top of our Apache. What the hell was that? What just happened? I have no idea. I think they just tried to shoot at us and missed. Recovered downed Apache. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Well, the Apache's fine. That was a little strange. That could be a mission bonus. I am going to use the drone to try to find those sons of bitches. And look how many Taliban there are here, guys. 4 units of Taliban. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I've ever seen this many. I wish we had a Moab right now. We're going to move forward and try to engage. We could actually fire at this point. Let's open fire. Boom. All right, well, we damaged one of them. Now, we could completely finish him off if we want. But it looks like he's escaped over there into the hills like the coward he is. Let's bring in another shot here. Kilo Squadron. I mean, we found the mother lode of Taliban right now. I want to see if we can actually... Now, the thing is, we're trying to kill the Taliban. There's 3 Taliban units, but we can actually not just injure the Taliban. If we hit them a second time, we can completely kill them. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and I want to completely kill that guy, but I believe an airstrike would also completely kill one of these guys. So we're going to come in for an airstrike. Damn, they're getting away. Let's see if our howitzer is in range. If not, we better bring that howitzer closer. Damn it, we don't have a howitzer. Wait, we should. There we go. No, come on. There's definitely a howitzer here. Well, let's drop the Black Hawk off. Maybe that's causing some confusion. There we go, baby. Oh, they're just out of range. God damn. I almost want to pick up another Apache, and I think just for this one Let's Play, since you guys are here, I will pick up another Apache. Hell, I could even bring in some troops and try to fight these guys on the ground. Or maybe, yeah, let's get an Apache. 2,500. That is expensive, but I think it's worth it. And we're going to try to kill that injured unit, because if we kill the injured unit, he won't be coming back. All right, boys, you might need to do some ground fighting. Shit, we're going to have to wait another turn. Well, hell. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pick up a Black Hawk. And we're definitely going to pick up one of these infantry units. It's about time they get out on the field and actually fight it out. Not to mention they have to visit that village anyway, so kill two birds with one stone. This might be a bit too far. Oh! They just hit an IED as soon as they landed. 50% chance of getting a kill. I'm going for it, guys. And we killed one of them. Beautiful. We also found some IEDs over here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and search for IEDs, destroy those IEDs around us, and I'm going to pick this unit up. And there are massive IEDs. I think these are VB IEDs around us. We're, of course, going to pick up that injured unit, bring them back to base. But I think we need to bring in some more men to keep up the fight. I have never seen this many Taliban in one fight before. I mean, this is pretty intense, but we're going to go ahead and go for them. Bring up Charlie Company. Come on, boys. Give them hell. Of course, they're going to fire the RPG. They missed. Well, it doesn't mean they're going to stop fighting, though. And I'm hoping since the enemy's in the water here, that's going to increase our chances of getting a kill. They're already attacking us. And dead Taliban unit, guys. We also spotted another Taliban unit over here. Of course, it's too late to get up close and personal with them. But we could actually move forward and try to attack the enemy here. In fact, there we go. And once again, we wounded another Taliban unit. Pretty nice. I'm also going to set up some claymores here and just wait for the enemy. Let's also take a look at how our special forces are doing. It looks like most of the enemy is over where we are now. So I'm going to start moving these special forces back. We're eventually going to have to deliver some MRAPs to them for sure. Friendly UAV ready for deployment. Tactical nuke incoming. I wish, Round and Brown. I wish. USA OP, says Russian Commissar. Okay, let's see. Well, that's right. We still have the mortar. I don't think he's in range, but what the hell? Look at that. Enemy technical. I mean, this is where we could really use some more firepower. Man, what to do in this situation? What to do? Well, I think we're going to have to end the turn. Of course, probably want to get these choppers the hell out of here. I mean, we'll stick around with the Apaches, of course, but for most of these choppers, they're going to have to head back home. And let's end the turn. Let's hope that those Taliban stick around. Enemy still firing. And they missed with the RPG, thank God. We might have a chance of still firing at these guys as long as they don't run away. There's still a technical here. More Taliban units firing. Once again, a miss. They're not getting so lucky with these shots. But they did manage to get one of our Apaches here. The unit is damaged. Please don't let that technical attack. Oh, he's going to go straight for the Apache. Oh, he's doing just fine, but still, guys. Very, very close call. We'll go ahead and move into this village if we can. In fact, I'm going to pick up these guys and drop them in the village myself with the Apache. We also have to drop off the wounded as quickly as we can. All right, it's uncooperative, and as far as I can see, there are no Taliban nearby. So we are out of luck, unfortunately. And yeah, we're going to have to wait another turn for that UAV to be able to pop back up in the sky. Unless one of these Taliban wants to reveal himself, and it looks like they did, but they also ran away as soon as they revealed themselves. But just look at how badly the enemy is hitting us. Even when we're in the sky, they're getting some great shots. Got to get another drone up in the air. It's that simple. All right, this Apache's going home too. Don't get hit by the enemy. Oh, shit. Whew, he missed. He missed, but that was really close. And unfortunately, enemy ran away. We can't even chase this guy. Now, at least we know where the enemy is, more or less. And I'm also going to send a chopper out to go ahead and pick up that Special Forces unit, because he's not doing us any favors being over here. We could get attacked on the way, and I think we're going to bring that Special Forces unit a little bit closer to where all those Taliban are. We might even go ahead and try to get another Special Forces unit, another Spec Ops unit. We'll go ahead and drop in some emergency supplies. C-130 on the way. Get your rations, boys. And there we go. Let's move up a little bit. Move up a little bit more. And yeah, I think the Taliban are definitely in this area near these villages. Kind of makes sense because these are the villages we're supposed to be protecting anyway. At least they're not attacking the water towers. That gives me a little bit of hope. But I'm going to keep these Apaches in the sky for now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get those Spec Ops. This guy's still training the M18. 1 turn remaining. So actually we can wait a little bit because that Special Forces squad is going to be out very soon. Let's end the turn. Oh boy, technical firing. Oh my gosh. They took out the Buffalo, and look at that. We've got more Taliban units right here. More militia units moving into the village. This is unbelievable. I'm loving this particular scenario, I have to say. It might be challenging, but it sure as hell is fun. So for the Taliban, I'm going to go for an airstrike. Let's hope that this scores a hit. Beautiful, guys. Dead Taliban. That's exactly what we want to see. Now we're going to go for the militia, but remember, to win this particular campaign, we have to kill the Taliban. We are going to be firing on a village, and I can imagine that this is not going to make the villagers very happy with us, but we don't have much of a choice. Killed another group, and actually that made the villagers happy, which is a little surprising. I'm pretty sure we got some friendly fire there by accident. Come on, let's go. Open fire. Nice, guys. Not bad. We definitely call that a victory. And I'm going to get some of these guys out from the base right now, send them to these villages. Let's bring Charlie Company, because Charlie Company's actually seen some fights. You know, they've managed to actually recuperate their wounded. They're doing pretty well. So I'm going to drop them off in this village here. Northern Musa Qala. And look at that, we've already found some enemies. At this point, it would probably be a good idea to get these Apaches into our forward operating base, let them refuel there. It's going to take longer, but I think it's worth it. As you can see, we can't get over there right now. Unless, take this Apache, who's already gotten a few kills, by the way. We also have that Special Forces unit, which we can finally use. Let's take a look here. How's it going, guys? Good to see you all here. Bert. That sounds like a warthog to me. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're going to pick up these Spec Ops guys. I think they've seen enough action. We're not bringing them back to base, though. We're putting them into an even more dangerous location, which is going to be all the way over here. I'm surprised we're not already getting shot at, considering the amount of Taliban in this area. All right, let's pick these boys up. And we'll start heading over to this village right here. More Taliban. Now this time they just ran away. Nonetheless, got to be careful. All right, guys, we're ending the turn. Wish us luck. Actually, wait a minute. We can pick up those Special Forces, and we'll use the M118 to do it. This is an Afghan helicopter. And pick up Delta Company here. Pretty proper name for a Special Forces unit. We're going to drop Delta Company on top of this hill. I don't care how dangerous the mission is. We've got to try. And we'll end the turn, guys. Wow, we've already got Taliban firing at us. Another technical just destroyed our damn chopper. I told you this was going to be a tough fight, but it's hard to imagine just how tough until you're actually there. This guy is almost completely out of fuel. We're going to have to send him in. But look at that. We've already got enemy units on the perimeter of this base. So I'm going to use the mortar and see if we can hit them. All right, at least we got them to run away. That's a start. But yeah, we're going to have to drop these Apaches off. As much as I would love to use them right now, they're in no state to be used. Now, this Apache can probably get a shot off. Right on the technical. 900, nice. We didn't destroy it, but we sure as hell scared the hell out of them. And let's go ahead and drop in another drone. Oh my God, look at that, guys. Just look at that. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to move a little closer. And I'm really going for the kill, so I'm going to go ahead and target this guy with an attempted kill shot. And they're running away. Son of a bitch. All right, let's drop off the special forces. I don't think we're going to have any issue spotting these guys. And we can bring in the Warthog. So let's see if that Warthog comes in, guys. Come on. Yeah, dead Taliban unit, guys. Absolutely a dead Taliban unit. We could try to engage these guys, but I think we're better off with an engaged target from range. So we're going to actually move down the hill just a little bit. And we're going to try to snipe these guys. Only 25% chance of a hit. But look at that. We got one. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we're just driving them deeper into the canyons here. But that's why we have this chopper. See if we can drop them off here to get the ultimate kill on that Taliban unit, and that would wrap it up really nicely. Killing 2 Taliban units in this area, obviously. Foxtrot calling in a Warthog. Oh, maybe we can't call in a Warthog. Son of a bitch. All right, I think we're going to have to just go ahead and open fire. Snipers. And they got away this time, but maybe next time we'll be a little luckier. And we could actually engage. I'm going to try. I don't think we're close enough to engage, but at least they know we're here. Put it that way. Let's send this chopper back home. Hey, ID Jester, how you doing, buddy? Why does it sound like you're in a cave in an echo? The problem is we actually stream from a conference room. We're trying to fix the problem. So unfortunately, when I talk here, you know, we do get a bit of an echo. I do apologize for that. It's not much we can do about it, at least not now, but it's definitely something that we're trying to work on, guys. So I do apologize for that. I know that can be annoying. All right, let's move this M118 back home. All right, with this Black Hawk, I'm going to go ahead and pick up more U.S. infantry. Actually, we should have taken Bravo Company. They're in a much better situation, but that's okay. We'll drop these guys off over here. Hey, John Bonetto. I think it's reasonably priced. We're also coming up with a lot of new additions to the game. I can't really talk about them right now, but believe me, this game is going to be massive. You know, we're not just stopping here. There's a lot more to come. Let's go ahead and see if we can find some IEDs on this road. There we go. We found one. I don't want to get too close, though. And this Apache's in some serious trouble. All right, let's end the turn. Got more Taliban incoming. Look at that, another technical. Ooh, they just destroyed the damn water tower. And here we go, guys, the national election. So, of course, now we have to decide between 3 candidates. This one right in the middle, Badruddin Salah, is completely in favor of the U.S. You can see a peaceful Afghanistan is possible. And we could actually put a campaign investment down on this guy, but it's going to be $1,500. I'd rather just hope for the best. Then again, if Bandar Musa wins, we're in a lot of trouble. This guy hates Americans, loves the Taliban, and it would definitely hurt our campaign. So I am going to invest, and I don't usually invest in these elections, but we're going to invest some in Badruddin Salah. New medical tech. Political points lost associated with loss of unit decreased. Okay. 2 mobile magnetic resonance imaging systems, MRIs, were shipped to Afghanistan. These systems, unlike anything commercially available, are self-contained and designed from the ground up to account for the difficult working environments of the combat theater. The MRIs will aid in the diagnosis and treatment of traumatic brain injuries of wounded soldiers in the field. Well, that is good for sure, because we need that treatment, especially considering all the enemies here. And it's nighttime, the worst time to be around. I'm going to go for an airstrike right there on that technical. I really want to kill an enemy technical. It's going to bring us a lot of political points. Boom, baby! We got the kill. More dead Taliban. Of course, we're also going to have to get another Buffalo here. It's going to be expensive, but we need it. So let's get the Buffalo, try to fix that water tower. Now, before we move them, we want to be careful because there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, they got us with an IED. Son of a bitch. All right, we're going to go for another Buffalo. And we just drove our Husky there last turn. So that's how quickly these Taliban have managed to drop these units out. I'm actually going to check with the Husky first, just in case. There we go. We would actually stumble on another IED. So I'm glad we checked. And now we'll move the Buffalo out, but we don't want to get hit by that Taliban unit. So the first thing I'm going to do is see if our howitzer can actually reach that target. If not, we're in some trouble. Okay, so with this chopper, send him back to the FOB. Technical opening fire on us and getting away. I think the chopper's okay, though. Just damn it. More Taliban. My God, let's go. I would fire, but the fact is we don't have enough fuel to do that. However, we could call in a Warthog strike on these guys, which we definitely want to go for. Unit is injured, so this would be a very effective kill. More dead Taliban, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And we're actually going to engage. I wouldn't usually do this because our odds are actually lower than expected, but I think we've got to try to engage the enemy here. Come on, boys. Special Forces. Oh, no. One of our boys is down. We're going to have to try to save him. And I will open fire on that Taliban unit, try to get some revenge for our guys. They got away totally unhurt. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. All right, I want to pick these guys up, but we don't have enough fuel to do it. And we've got more Taliban that just smashed our chopper here. As long as they stick around, though, we might be able to get them with a howitzer. All right, repair. Yeah, we're going to have to go back for the Special Forces with the M118. Let's grab them. I'm not a fan of the M118. It's essentially the Afghan version of a Chinook. And there we go. They're still opening fire. They just got a hit. I mean, they're everywhere in this mission. Musa Kuala. For those of you that do want to try this mission, it is called Musa Kuala, and it is a campaign mission, and it is extremely tough, as you guys can tell. Thank you, MNR Thorn. I appreciate it. Just not for Aussies exchange rate in that. The game is worth that, and you're asking United States dollars, definitely. We could turn up the game sound a little bit if you guys want. Not a problem. For now, I'm going to take a big risk and move this this Buffalo. Nope. I knew that was going to happen. Come on, Buffalo. We need you, man. We might have to bring the Chinook in to repair that thing. I'm not even sure if a Chinook can repair it, to be honest with you. Okay, so we may be able to get at least a sniper strike on the enemy here. Got to get a little closer. Open fire, 25%. And now they're behind us. We're going to go for the attack, guys. Uphill fight against Taliban, and once again, our special forces have been hit. I mean, this is one of the few missions that I must say is really testing my patience. This ain't easy, not even a little bit. Drop off this Black Hawk. See what this village has to give us. And the village allegiance is, of course, now totally in favor of the militia. They're not pro-Taliban, but they're definitely pro-militia, and it might as well be the same damn thing. Let's pick these guys up, and let's head back to base. Well, I'm surprised we weren't attacked. Ending the turn, guys. Oh no, they're attacking the base directly. We actually killed them. You guys see that? So we did knock out some Taliban, but we've got critically low fuel. We've got Taliban directly in front of our Buffalo here. But that was actually pretty good. And now we've got a sandstorm. Great. I'm hoping the enemy can't see us in a sandstorm. One thing that's going to suck, though, is we're not going to be able to get this Apache back on time. There's just no way. So the best thing we can hope for is that we can actually hit this unit. And we did manage to do some damage to it, which is great, but we're not going to be able to get him back in time. So that unit's going to crash right there. He's not going to immediately be destroyed, but we're going to have to send in a repair vehicle to help him out. Right now I'm going to send this Buffalo in, but first I want to see if we can bring the Husky first to sort of clear the way. Taliban already spotted. This might be one of the few missions where I could see a striker being extremely useful. But we don't have time to deploy a striker, guys. We just don't. Nor do we have the political points. All right, let's see what you boys can do. If we get close enough, we might be able to deploy a Warthog. But for now, I'm just going to hold out here. There's only one guy. So we definitely see that Taliban unit. Can our howitzer hit it from this distance? I don't think so. We're just barely out of range, although, look at that. We've got Taliban right outside the base. We already killed one of the units, and we already see some IEDs that they placed there just last turn. So I'm going to try to hit these guys with our Apache Kilo Squadron. Oh my gosh, trying to take off, and we actually managed to damage the enemy, but look at that. 2 IEDs right outside the base, guys. We can't actually call in any sort of drone because of the sandstorm, and also because we've already got a drone flying over here. Man, we are in serious trouble, put it that way. But at least we did some damage to the enemy. See if we can just go find them. Doesn't look like it. That sandstorm is hell. There we go. We got some Taliban moving in. And looks like our Apache actually managed to fight them off. Unfortunately, this Apache just got smashed. But we definitely killed a lot of Taliban during this fight. Just not enough to really make much of a difference. Oh, come on, guys. Got to get that Husky over here. Come on. Already the Taliban are right on the road. I think to win this mission, you're going to need to put a bunch of bases, 3 or 4 bases all along the road, and just watch it the entire time. Thank you, ID Jester. I appreciate that, buddy. Oh, nice, John Bonado. Soul just bought. What an arm twister you are showing this. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you picked it up, and I hope you enjoy. I will say, don't start with this mission. Start with either skirmish or start with one of the starter missions. Obviously, go through the tutorial, because this mission, it's killing me. And I'm actually quite good at this game, but this mission is killing me right now. It's a tough one for sure. So let's go ahead and see if we can repair the... Also, don't forget, John, to repair water towers and build water towers. That's one of the many ways to get political points. So we're going to try to repair this one. We'll probably be attacked, though. And sure enough, we smashed onto an IED. Pretty nasty stuff. And as you can see, our Apache is now on the ground. We'll have to bring another Buffalo in to actually help fix it. I believe the Chinook may be able to fix, although I think maybe the Chinook can just build bases. It can't actually fix anything, so that's unfortunate. Let's get the Black Hawk and pick up our Special Forces team at least. And drop the Special Forces team over here where we see some Taliban. Hopefully they don't fire at us, although they probably will. Look at that. Look at that. They've already spotted us. More Taliban? You know what? We're just going to drop off the Special Forces here. You guys figure it out yourselves. And look at that, guys. Enemy technical already. Now, these might be in the range of our howitzer. I certainly hope so. We got lucky, so the technical is definitely in the range of our howitzer. We'll open fire. Oh yeah, damage the enemy vehicle there. We'll bring in a nice little drone, and we're going to try to kill that technical. F-16. Oh, he got away, son of a bitch. All right, well, I'm at least going to call in the Warthog here on the enemy. And we killed some Taliban. Beautiful, guys. Good work, Special Forces. And I think we're going to keep these Special Forces units around here. Look at that. We've already spotted some more Taliban units. Obviously, we'll try to open up on them with a sniper rifle. We need to get closer, though. A lot closer. A lot closer. And we actually managed to damage them and to wound them. We killed one of them. But I do want to pick this poor guy up. He's not really able to fight for himself, but he's going to go out like a hero. And he's down. Unfortunately, since we were already getting very close to the end of the stream, I decided to take that risk. Don't take that risk in the future if you want to live. Put it that way. Let's see if this mortar can hit anybody. I don't think it can. I don't see any Taliban nearby here. But damn, has this been a tough fight. It's rarely this tough, obviously, in the game, but I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to go ahead and exit to main menu just so you guys can take a look. Now, the name of this battle was the Battle of Musa Kula. Again, I would not recommend doing it, but for guys like John that just picked up the game, you can obviously go here and do your own skirmish mission. Every single map will be different in the skirmish mission, and if you remember the key code, you can give it to your friends. So if you actually create a particularly cool map, you can pass it on to your friends, try to see if they can also succeed in the game. And the dog is our ultra special unit, hunting down Taliban postmans. Absolutely. Oh yeah, that dog. But you know, just as an example, if I take terrain type planes, if I take turn count 100, you could turn on political events, you could turn on elections, turn on starting hearts and minds, and make it a little easier for yourself. I would recommend this, especially if you're a new player, put it up to 60. Political defeat is when you have less than 50 political points. If that continues for 3 turns, then you lose the game. So we're going to go ahead and start here just so that we get a random map. Now, sometimes you want to re-roll. Sometimes you might get a map that's really tough or a map that's really easy or something in between. So already in this map, I mean, this is already kind of an interesting one. Let's see where our base is. You can see that all of these villages are pro-American villages. So we're starting off in a very pro-American area, and that's because we took 60 for hearts and minds. So this would be like kind of a safer area of Afghanistan, although no area in Afghanistan is truly safe. Our base is starting here. It looks like the roads are not really fully connected, which means that in this particular scenario, you'd probably have to start connecting the roads with a buffalo, or you'd have to fly around in a chopper, drop some men off, and take control of this province. But this is just one of the many possible maps you can get. Now, one thing, and I always share this tip with new players, you want to realize that a lot of the Taliban are coming from from Western Pakistan, excuse me, which is in the east of Afghanistan over here. So I usually put my special forces here, but really wherever you see the Taliban attacking from, that's where you should put your special forces. And usually you want to put them on top of a hill, because then they can sort of watch the entire hill, and if they see an enemy, they bring in those warthogs and just cause massive damage to them. So you could imagine that that's going to be very, very helpful if you're in a situation where you're trying to get some political points. Yeah, that dog, I'm telling you, sniffs out IEDs, does everything for us. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for sitting through the stream. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you so much for purchasing the game as well. To John, I hope you have a good time. Let us know what you think, especially on this video. This video will eventually be uploaded to the channel, so I would love to hear your opinion once you start playing. And I would start with some of the easier missions. In fact, one mission that I really like in the campaign is the Battle of Panjawai. It's a little tougher. The Battle of Lashkar Gah is probably more up your alley. Definitely play Operation Red Wings. Play the tutorials if you have a chance, because this is going to teach you a lot about the game, and the tutorials in this game are actually quite fun. It's not like sitting through tutorials in other games where it's just like, ugh, I don't want to do this tutorial. You actually have a good time, and you get to kill a lot of Taliban too. Thank you, ID Jester. I appreciate it, my friend. And thank you, Kimmy, Rounder Brown, Armana Thorn, John Bonetto, and the rest of you guys watching, as well as the Russian Commissar. And have an awesome day, guys. Take care.